Oh, all right, everybody. You know what? This is my last glass. It is. I swear. Um, I swear. I gotta. I don't gotta do nothing. I gotta do what I want to do, and like I hit the streets one time, and whatever. That's a different story. And but I was on the streets, and it was Christmas time, and everybody was happy, and I was just so fucking lonely, and I wanted alcohol, I wanted marijuana, and so I was like in front of different marijuana shops and asking people who went in to buy me some. And I asked this one woman, Teresa Insiger, and I'm like, "Hey, can you?" And she's like, "Yeah. What do you want?" And I'm like, "Sativa." And she's like, "Okay." She walks, and she just walked right past, and it was just like she was walking, she didn't stop. I'm like, "Hey, can you get me?" And she's like, "Yeah." And Sativa. She just kept walking. She came out and we talked, and um, and she her sister had been murdered on the streets, and so she went around trying to help out homeless people. Um, I was just one of the homeless people that she helped out. But I started writing stories after that. And I was so excited because when I was a teenager, I just wanted to fucking write stories, and I sit in front of a page and I blanked. I never blank in front of an empty page. Damn. Um, Never. So, over the past few years, I just been working in my head, I just been reading ancient text, ancient wisdom texts and shit like that, to see if they're actually wise. Some of them are, some of them are not. One of the most surprising ones to me was there was this Babylonian guy who wrote this story that he wrote it before the book of Job was written. So this was a story that was before the book of Job. It was Poem of the Righteous Sufferer, I think it was. I think that's what it was surprising, because like he called Marduk the god of wisdom. I'm like, what? And I'm like, what? But no, God loves all men. God's just like us. He loves to dress up. He loves cosplay. Fucking loves to dress. He's just like us. He's just so normal and mundane. And that's his divinity. But yeah, no, I got a lot of stories written down. I've been writing stories, and but I got a lot of stories in my head which I haven't written down. Like the stories that I've written down are the only thing that's precious to me that I protect. And I'd love to get them out there, but until I do, I will protect them like a parent would protect their children. Um, I was drunk last night, and I wanted to get more beer. I went to go get more beer, and this cop met me along the way, and he drove me home. He did. He drove me home. Um, Thank you. Anyways, there's this one story in my head that I go to all the time. Actually, there have been a couple like this, different iterations, different iterations of the same story that I go to in my head, and it's a daydream that that I could never actually put out there. It's just like the powers that be wouldn't allow this story to exist. And I think that's what makes it so fun in my head. I can just think about a story that is illegal. um and I mean, with all my other stories, it's like I would love to daydream with others. I do. Oh my god, that would just be so much fun. It would just be so much fun to just daydream with others, because you know there's this one story by what's his name, Ben Stiller, I think. And I like a lot of Ben Stiller's work. I do. But he has this one story about this guy who daydreams, and just how daydreaming is bad, right? Basically, and I was disappointed, because I loved a lot of Meet the Fockers. I love, like, one of my favorite movies out there is fucking Tropic Thunder. No, he's got some good stuff out there. But he had this story where this guy was daydreaming, and daydreaming was a bad thing, and it's like, oh, no, no. Like, children, like, like, like one of my greatest dreams in life would be to daydream with others. Like, like my inspiration is Disney's Beauty and the Beast. It's like, before Beauty and the Beast, you had one artist, and he controlled the whole art, and Disney had this style. But it's like, after Beauty and the Beast, Disney now had a new style, and it was because they allowed one artist to create one character, instead of and it's weird. It's like the style has to still be the same, but like each character is created by a different artist. It just gives it this richness. Like, the whole page just turns just more rich. And I would love to fucking daydream with others. Because daydreaming, it's work, if you allow it to be. It's not industrious, in our fucking industrious times that we live in. Oh, to the homies. Okay. Oh, anyways, there's this Key and Peele skit one time where they're like porn to the homies, but one guy doesn't want to porn to the homies. Anyways, no, there's this one daydream that over the past few years, I just go to in my head, and it's a daydream that, like I said, never get out there because they wouldn't allow it. And it's like I can just keep going and doing this daydream, I can just do it and 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 do it. And like if you change this around, then it's a completely different story. If you change that around and change this and change that and change this, it's a different story every time. And I was talking to this one guy one time, and he was like, "Man, it's getting stale." And I'm just like, "What the fuck do I say to that?" Like, shit. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to break the fourth wall. You're not allowed to violate the law of the veil. Like, shit. But no, this story was becoming stale. It was just me trying to escape from this life. Sometimes, sometimes, sometimes daydreams can be nightmares. And sometimes, they're right. Like sometimes daydreams are an escape from your heart.